My story starts with my best friend's mom, Cecile. Cecile worked at the local Chamber of Commerce and knew almost everyone in our city. When my parents got divorced, I lived at her house about 30% of the time in those first couple of years. I grew up alongside her son. She always encouraged me, telling me I could get better grades than that, run harder than that, and do better than that. By high school, my grades had improved to the point that made me think I could become a doctor one day. I took a nursing assistant course through a local community college, which guided me in that direction. During my clinicals, one patient stuck with me. His muscles were fused into contractures, and as we turned his body to change the sheets beneath him, he was moaning in pain through his tracheostomy. So I spent 5 minutes afterwards flipping through a photo album with him. I never realized how much you could do for someone in 5 minutes until I became a CNA. Beyond the duties I was assigned, I realized that I could turn around someone's day with a conversation, a heated blanket, or just by scanning through a family photo album. When I got to college, I knew that I wanted to be a doctor, but I didn't know where to start or what to do. It wasn't until my sophomore year that I started getting involved. I did things that sounded fun. I joined the ski and snowboard club, began volunteering in the children's hospital, got a nursing assistant job at a low-income assisted living in St. Paul, and became a counselor for Camp Kesem. I never thought I would take an elective English course, but I thought service learning sounded fun and was looking forward to being introduced to community organizations. Since then, I've spent 2 semesters in elementary school classrooms, helping with reading, math, and science. Beyond learning patience and skills of teaching, the classes helped me reflect on my own education while looking through different lenses. Working with one 4th grader who told me, "I'm stupid because I have dyslexia," made me reflect on my own experience with undiagnosed ADHD. I made sure she left that room understanding that just because her brain works different doesn't mean she's any less smart than any other kid. It just means she has to work harder to show how smart she is. Learning about how systems like schools perpetuate disadvantages in society and class, and then seeing it with my own eyes as I stepped into elementary school classrooms and the assisted living helped me understand on an individual basis. Beyond statistics, it was seeing a 10-year-old with a chaotic home life brimming with anger, losing the battle with a frustrated school system, and seeing schizophrenia devastate a resident. In the assisted living, it was hard to find the line dividing poverty from mental health. The connections I made gave me a drive to find the means to do more to help address these broken systems. It wasn't until I switched my major to neuroscience my junior year that I decided to join the Community Engagement Scholars Program in order to better articulate my community service experiences. However, everything came to a halt my senior year when I lost 2 important people in my life, including Cecile. It wasn't until then that I realized the breadth of her impact on my life. In my grief, I immersed myself in my community work because it was in holding babies at the children's hospital and attending custom events that I felt the most at peace. Without any words, I felt engulfed in the warmth of these groups. In writing the eulogy I gave at her funeral and getting anchor tattoos with my friends based off of the one she had, I thought about how I was going to reflect her light in my own life. It took me a while to realize that I was already building my community in a very Cecile way. Although my strengths are not the same as Cecile's, I found my calling in the relationships I built in my community organizations. The reflections for CESP helped me understand how my community work fit in with both my relationship with Cecile and my career goals. I'm committing myself to lifelong community engagement, not because I want to change the world, but because I want to feel and create belonging in the same way that Cecile did for me. When I started college, I wouldn't have been able to articulate why I wanted to be a physician or why I wanted to volunteer in the children's hospital beyond that I liked kids. The Community Engagement Scholars Program has helped me find my words. Being a physician captures my love of learning and science, but more than that, it is lifelong community engagement in a position where my voice as an advocate can be amplified.